Okay. It looks like we are live. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. What is going on, BRI-HIVE? Happy Tuesday. How is your week going? It has been a quick weekend. It's always quick days. I don't know why time goes by so fast, but I will never be unamazed by how fast time goes by. So let me know how your week is going. It's the beginning of the week. Next thing you know, it will be the end of the week and we will be wrapping up the live streams for the week. Okay, so excuse me, I just choked myself. Okay, so for those of you who do not know me, I am Boss Attorney Bri. I am a California licensed attorney. Here on this channel, we cover celebrity lawsuits, copyright lawsuits, trademark lawsuits, and really whatever the heck we feel like covering. And in my real life law practice, I cover family law and trademark law. I also do a little bit of copyright and other business types of law too, but the main things are family law and trademark law. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like what you see so far, or you like the topic at least. And if you are a returning watcher, hello, how are you guys doing? I am glad to see you here on the live stream. I am still choking here, so let me get my little coughs out here. I'm going to go on mute for a minute so I don't disturb. All right, I hope I'm okay. I choked on my Oh my gosh. It probably already knows that it's about to be a spicy stream. Well, not so much as to spiciness, but I am going to talk about some things that happened over the weekend, and then we're going to get into the celebrity cases. If you checked out the post or the thumbnail or the title of the video, you know we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and the fact that she is suing someone for defamation. And we also have Miley Cyrus on the other end being sued for copyright infringement for posting her own photo. Let me know if you guys have heard about these cases. I'm going to go ahead and do intro chat, see who's all here watching live. If you're watching on the replay, make sure to hit the like button. If you're watching here live, make sure to hit the like button to help us out in the algorithm. Before we get into the cases, we're going to talk about a little incident that happened on Sunday. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I do want to make some comments about my first Twitter trolling, me getting trolled on Twitter for the first time. So I would like to talk about that, and then we will go into our cases from there. So hopefully I don't get too spicy tonight, too feisty, no feisty Bri tonight, but it probably will get a bit spicy. We have Crystal Lopez, hello, member of the channel, saying hi, BRI-HIVE. Going to have to rejoin later and catch the replay for the beginning of the stream. No problem. We are happy to have you stopping by. Nissa says, will we be watching this as well as the Ring of Power? I am not sure what you're referring to there, but hello and welcome back to the live stream. Kinlan, hello. Nice to see you again, saying good evening. Kinlan says, I don't see a place to join your membership. Can anyone help me? Yes, there is a button that says join, and there's also a link in the description box where you can copy the link and then join that way. And I'm sure there's some people in the chat that can help you out as well. Mtronic says, hi, hello, welcome back to the live stream. Tanya says, hey, BRI-HIVE. Hello, Tanya. Nice to see you again. Our moderator and member of the channel, always supporting. Mtronic says, I'm so happy she covers this stuff. No one really gets to the celeb stuff, and it's super interesting. Yeah, there's always some really good cases coming out for celebrities, especially in relation to defamation, copyright infringement, and trademark infringement. So I'm happy that you enjoy the topics. I'm glad that I can bring some variety to the live streaming world. Tanya D is helping Kinlan out with getting joined on the membership. Thank you so much. Tanya D says, Mtronic said to Mtronic, I wouldn't know about most of this stuff if she didn't cover it. Well, I'm glad I'm doing some help for some people. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya also says, you will see a little money on the bottom. Oh, you got talking to Kinlan about setting up memberships. Yes, let me go ahead and read that for anyone else that wants to join the membership. You will see a little money sign on the bottom right of the chat that you click on to join. Yes. So joining the channel membership is just to support the channel. It helps me get some of the documents that we cover on the channel. It also helps me take time away from my law office job in order to be able to bring you guys this content, so I don't feel bad about not making money with my law firm. And it just it honestly supports the channel and helps us get the content that we need. Okay, so thank you everyone that joins the membership. You get cool little emojis that you get to use, and you also get badges next to your name the longer that you are a member. We have Shamika, a member of the channel, saying hello to the BRI-HIVE. Unfortunately, it does not show your emojis on StreamYard, but she used some of the special emojis. Claudia D is saying hi to Shamika. They're saying hi to each other. Carrie Todd, nice to see you back on the live stream. Member of the channel saying, hey, Bri and friends. Hello, welcome back. Tiny D says, it's been a long week already. Isn't it always? Long week, but fast. Long week, but fast. Carrie Todd says, looking great, Bri. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've been short, curly-haired Bri. So thank you so much. We know we change the hairstyles every couple weeks on this channel, right? Shamika says, today is my Friday. Oh, you have weekdays off? That always kind of throws things off. So I'm like, it's the beginning of the week. You're like, no, it's the end of the week. Weekend time. Saying hi to Carrie. Saying hi to Carrie. Silver Gypsy is from Colorado Springs. Yes, welcome back to the live stream. We have Stephanie Powell saying, oh, me catching this live. Yes, welcome to the live stream. It's fun. It's fun. Skeezy says, hey, Bri, yeah, girl, we don't mind a bit if you have a beverage. A beverage? Oh, to get spicy? I don't know. Tony D says, haven't heard of the case either. Yes, these are new. These ones were filed like the oldest one 11 days ago, and then the other one about a week ago. So these are brand new cases that we're going to be covering. Claudia says, hello to the lovely people. Hello. Shamika says, haven't heard of any of these. Oh, good. We are going to get into it then. Carrie Todd says, Twitter trolling is not okay. Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't do anything to anybody. And then that's how I got wrapped into the trolling talk. Shamika says, hello to Claudia. Claudia says, yes, I know about Nicki one, but the Miley one, haven't heard of it until now. And a lot of people have been getting sued for, not a lot of people, but a lot of celebrities have been getting sued for posting pictures of themselves from the paparazzi, because technically the paparazzi person who takes the picture is technically the owner of the picture. So they're suing these celebrities so that they can get a lot of money from them by saying they own the picture. One thing that may go against them is that they don't have the right to use Miley Cyrus's image if she doesn't give them permission. But then their argument is that she was in the public. So there's a lot of things that go into taking a picture of someone or a celebrity in public and then wanting to use their picture to kind of sell it to the blogs or something. I think we covered this a little bit on another live stream, but I do think that they should come up with something. Oh yeah, on Lisa Rinna, she got sued for posting pictures, I think, of either of her daughters or of herself. They should change it to where celebrities are not copyright infringing on their own photos. Like, that literally doesn't make any sense to me. I get that they took the picture, hit the button, but come on now, that's somebody's face you're using, okay? Nissa says, the Amazon show The Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power. Oh, but I don't know. No, I don't know. We're not watching that. I don't know if that goes. I don't know. It doesn't go with anything that we're covering on here. Victor Man 7777 says, hello all. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Faith says, hi from New Zealand. Oh, cool. Hello. Miss One Marcella Freya says, I was waiting for someone to talk about Nicki because Nosey deserved that. I don't even know who the Nosey. I'm probably going to get demonetized because I'm probably going to keep saying her name. Her name is Nosey Heaux. What a name, right? But she spells it like the New Orleans Creole spelling, French spelling, I guess you would call it. But yeah, I have no idea who she is, and I guess we're going to find out in the case. Both of these cases are going to be live reactions from me because I have not looked at them at all. I just downloaded them and we're covering them live on the live stream. Carrie Todd says we support our Bri. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. CK says, hi all. Love your hair, Bri. Hope Boozy is being nice. Boozy is the start of my trolling. Freaking Boozy. Darcy says the lead attorney had Nosey on his stream and got all kinds of drama after he told her she was wrong. Oh, really? I might have to go back and watch that stream. I haven't caught one of Lee's streams in a long time, guys. I've been so busy with trying to find an office space, trying to find a paralegal, all of the things. So I haven't been able to watch a lot of live streams lately. I barely have time to do my own live stream. Pamela Caldwell is from Central Indiana. Hedgehog in Space says, how to tell someone doesn't do their homework. They attacked Bri, who wasn't part of anything, but just walked into the room. That said, you coming into Friday Night Frenzy was a highlight. Yeah, that one, my face is plastered 2 times because of this guy, just because I came onto Rob's Friday Night Frenzy on Law and Lumber, and I didn't even know the topic when I got on there. I was just as shocked as people that had never heard the story because I had never heard the story. But since my face was there, I don't mind. You can say whatever you want about me. The issue I have is that they put up a picture of Alpha, and I don't appreciate that. For those of you who do not know who Alpha is, that is my fiance, and he literally, like, I don't have anything to do with what they were talking about, but literally my fiance does not have anything to do with what they were talking about. And I just asked him to take down the picture, and then I get called a misogynist. We're going to get into it. Claudia Caliph says, not sure if anyone has seen the Twitch drama. Twitch right is in fire, and they are going to ban gambling in October. Twitch content creators cover up SA. So much drama, so that platform right now. No, I haven't seen anything about that. I'll look into that. CK says, yes, the Hedgehog, that was the best panel. Her innocence is so sweet. Thank you. I don't be having a clue what's going on. Not because I'm innocent, but just because I don't have time. But I had time on Sunday. I had time on Sunday. Well, I didn't, but I took time on Sunday. AD said, sorry, moved away from hi, Bri. Hello. Jane says, hello, Bri et al. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the live stream. Claudia Caliph says, didn't Ariana have something like that as well with the picture, or Rihanna? Not sure of the two. I'm not sure exactly if they have had it, but there are a bunch of lawsuits coming out against celebrities for using their own pictures. So I'm thinking, like, these plaintiffs think that they're suing them and they're going to get some money, but I'm thinking that they're suing them and maybe the law is going to change. I'm hoping that the law changes. I don't think celebrities, like, yes, they're people too, but I don't think they should have to be sued all the time just because they're using pictures of themselves that these people took without their permission. So there's that. Nissa says, no, I'm watching it at the same time as your stream. Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. Okay, I got it. I was like so confused, but I'm happy that you are here in the stream and watching the show. Tanya says to Jane. Shamika J says, oh, a live reaction. Love that. Yes. Well, a lot of times they are live reactions because I don't have time to look at them before, but I know they're going to be interesting. And I kind of have like a little system of like exactly what out of the complaint I want to cover. And actually, Nicki Minaj's complaint, to be a celebrity, and she talked about how she was filing defamation suits, her complaint is only 4 pages. So we're probably going to get through that whole thing. Marcelo Fria says, by the way, you look gorgeous, queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because I just be coming on looking. I just fix my eyebrows and be like, time to go live. Steph says, Friday was wild. It was wild. And then we're going to get into Darcy saying, Boozy Bucks for the drama. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. For those of you who do not know what Boozy Bucks are, they are referring to Chris Boozy, who has been stirring up a lot of drama with what they call LawTube, and I know a lot of us refers to ourselves as LawTube. And I'm going to explain that a little bit when I get into my rant. But Nate the Lawyer basically did a stream, and he, to me, that's who I know created the Boozy Bucks, but everyone's donated Boozy Bucks in kind of like opposition to Mr. Chris Boozy. So thank you so much, Darcy. Okay, we have Skeesy's $5 super chat. Thank you so much, saying you didn't even do anything. You barely joined that discussion because Boozy took a screenshot. I was barely saying anything, and I know I did not say anything negative. I offered to be the mediator. I said, this is crazy. I had not seen this. That's some crazy stuff to say, but I know I didn't say anything negative. So thank you so much for the super chat, Skeesy. And I agree with you. I didn't do anything. We have Tanya D saying, I was mad that they put alpha in it. Yeah, that's what I was more upset with than anything else, because he has nothing to do with it. I'm going to get a little bit more into that as well. He has his own job. Like, don't bring him into this. Who else do we have here? We have Jane saying, love Friday Night Frenzy. It was great. It was a great time. It stirred up some trouble, but it was a great time. CK says, this has to stop. Stealing pics, doxing, defamation, laws need and will be changing, which he states that he has all of these legislature friends that he can consult with. Okay, so some of you guys are probably like, what are you talking about? You're talking in code. Basically on Twitter, I woke up on Sunday morning just doing a quick search of Twitter. Usually I don't really have that many notifications because I'm not that active on Twitter. I'm not that active on any of my social media, to tell you the truth. But I was just being nosy. I wanted to check Twitter for a couple of minutes at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I wake up to this tag saying, paraphrasing, I don't know exactly what it said, but someone tagged and said that Rob from Law and Lumber was not even involved in LawTube. And I'm using LawTube because that's what people refer to us as. He wasn't even involved in LawTube when the Rittenhouse trial went on, and Bri has never done anything to anyone. So why are you including her in this? And I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on? And for those of you that missed Friday Night Frenzy on Law and Lumber's channel, he basically defended himself from statements that Christopher Boozy was making about him, saying that he had all these tickets. Rob got on there and I believe he explained his tickets. I missed the beginning part of it. I popped on a little late. And I was very shocked about the things that they were talking about, and just kind of, listening, trying to figure out what's going on, being shocked about some of the things that Chris Boozy said about Nate the lawyer. And so basically Chris Boozy had posted a post saying something about LawTube, and then one of his faceless followers, so I'm calling them faceless because they use like a cartoon or a picture of something else as their profile picture, posted a picture of several of the quote unquote LawTube members at Alita's wedding, with Alita in the picture with her wedding dress on, which I thought was just completely inappropriate. And that was one of my comments. I was like, it's disgusting to use a picture of someone's wedding to try to shame someone. And on top of that, everyone in this picture is, one, not even a part of LawTube, and two, my fiance is in it and he's definitely not a part of LawTube. 3, I don't talk about politics, and I was not in the Rittenhouse trial either. And so the reason why the Rittenhouse trial comes up is because the post with the picture basically said, these LawTubers came off the fame of the Rittenhouse trial, they're misogynist and they're alt-right, referring to political things. I didn't even know what alt-right meant. I was like, why am I included in this? I don't even know what that means. But it turns out that that's like conservative political party, right? I'm like, I don't talk about politics. I was not in the Rittenhouse trial. Why is my face in this picture? And I asked the girl to please take it down. They basically then turned around and said, well, you know what? You're a misogynist because you do not correct the other LawTubers' comments, and while they're being misogynist. I'm like, first of all, I don't even go on everybody's channel. 2, that's not my place. These are grown people. Everyone that I know in LawTube are definitely older than me. So what do I look like correcting them on the things that they say if they said it and they said it on someone else's channel? That's not my job. I'm a lawyer. I can have conversations with people that I don't agree with. And on top of that, I don't even know who they're referring to as the misogynist people. Like, so how am I supposed to correct them? Not that I am obligated to correct them. So then it gets on to Natalie coming to my defense. Natalie, lawyer chick, coming to my defense. I appreciate her so much, saying, hey, Bri doesn't even talk about politics. And she talks about trademarks. Like, you should just take the picture down. She has nothing to do with this, and neither does her fiance. And then the girl gets mad and they start attacking Natalie Lawyer Chick. And we're like, what the heck? We're just asking you to take down a picture, but you want to use the picture. I even gave them a suggestion, just screen grab from a different YouTube channel, or while we're all on stream together. I don't care if they put my face on it, even though I'm not involved in it. My problem was the fact that Alpha's face was in it. Alpha's not on LawTube. He's not on YouTube. He has his own professional career. He does not need someone saying, oh, these people are all right, while he's standing on the right of the picture, because that's what I thought they were talking about. I thought they were saying the guy on the right is a misogynist. That's what I thought, but it was corrected for me. So I asked them to take down the pictures. I thought it was completely inappropriate using Alita's wedding picture. A group of what I would call colleagues getting together, supporting someone's wedding, and he tried to use that against us to call us all misogynists because we're hanging out with people that you or that particular person thought was a misogynist. And I'm like, what is misogynistic? What are we talking about here? So that's basically what happened. And then it went on to the girl reposting the picture thinking that she was going to get some clout. I didn't comment on it. I don't think very many people commented on it. So that one just kind of died down. There was another woman that was attacking and saying that I'm getting my consequences for hanging out with misogynists and alt-right people. And if I don't want to be associated with them, then I shouldn't talk to them and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what sense does that make? They also sent a old German saying if there's 9 regular people at the table and then 1 Nazi, that makes you all a Nazi. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, good thing I'm not German. So why would I be hanging out with a Nazi? Good thing I'm not German and I don't need to go by German sayings. I also gave the example. So if your mother is a murderer and you're close to your mother, because I know they were going to argue, oh, I don't even like my mom. You know, let's say you're close to your mother and she murders someone, about to get yellow flagged, I already know. She murders someone. Does that also make you a murderer? Are you going to turn yourself in as well? No? Okay. But I'm suffering the consequences for being friends, internet friends with other people on quote unquote LawTube. But I was just like, it really just didn't make sense. The girl comes on then to say that she has cancer and we're attacking her because she has cancer. Nobody even knew you had cancer. They judged us for making money off of like Amber Heard and things like that, which I didn't really make no money off of that. But whatever, they said we were bad people for doing that. And she was basically called out for having a coffee link, which is like a donation for her streams. And she said it was for her cancer, but on the actual coffee page, it said that it was for her content and that she's a cancer survivor. So she does the content to whatever she's doing it for, right? And so I go on to say, well, people calling you out is karma for you attacking me. And she tried to say that I said her attacking me is karma for her having cancer. I'm like, that's nothing like what I said. So that's just the drama that went over on this weekend. And I wanted to kind of touch on the point of everybody kind of referring to a specific group of lawyers as LawTube. LawTube is technically really not a thing. There are just a couple of lawyers that get onto the internet and we tend to pop onto each other's channel. And then just for the subscribers to understand and for us to kind of know generally who we're talking about, people refer to us as LawTube. It's not a group. It's not a real thing. We are not obligated to each other any type of way. So there's no reason why people should be lumping us all together. I get the point of like calling us LawTube because we do panels together and we do kind of collaborate with each other. But to group us all together and say that we have the same views is just completely ridiculous. It's disgusting. It doesn't even make sense. You're saying that because I talk to people on the internet, that makes us friends and that makes us have the same beliefs. As a lawyer, it doesn't make any sense. We are lawyers. We literally debate each other for a living, or not either each other, but debate people for a living. We can talk to people and not think anything of bad, because just because your views are different doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. So whether they're thinking that some people in a LawTube is misogynist, that's their opinion. No one has been rude to me, to tell you the truth. No one has been rude to me. Everyone's very inviting. Everyone's very nice. I haven't been a part of anything that I would consider a misogynist. And if that's their feelings, that's their feelings. So that's basically what happened this weekend. It was just very, very annoying to me. And they still didn't take down the picture. Even though she admitted that when she posted the picture, she was not thinking of me as being the alt-right misogynist. But as me, the person who she was not thinking about being the alt-right misogynist, I asked her to take down the picture. I said, please, can you please remove it? We don't have anything to do with this. And she still didn't take it down. And on top of that, she reposted it. So I'm like, how miserable do you have to be to do something like that? Okay. So I kind of went on a rant. I'm going to go back into the chat, see what you guys have to say. And then we will discuss it a little further, see what kind of questions you have. And then we'll get into our cases for the day. But I did want to address that. I just started ignoring them. The girl blocked me. She said I was a terrible person for saying a negative thing about her having cancer, and when I had no reference to her cancer. We all apologize. Like, that's sad. It's unfortunate that you have cancer, but that doesn't give you the right to be rude to people and then try to hide behind the cancer when no one brought up the cancer but you. No one said anything negative about her having cancer. So let's see what's going on in the chat. Hedgehog in Space says, it's unfortunate that there was drama at Friday Night Frenzy because you're one of the ones who improves the vibe. I just be chilling. I don't bother anybody. CK says, yes, he is a disgusting person. I think you're talking about C. Boozy. Marcelo Fria says, people are just disgusting. And like, no lives. Like, how do you have time to attack people on the internet? And the thing is, I would have never seen the post if one of our supporters did not stand up for us. I would have never seen the post. But since I was tagged in it, that's the only reason why I even noticed the account or noticed the post and then saw the negative things about it. And then they turned around and said that we were attacking them. I literally asked you to take down the picture, and then you started calling me a misogynist by association. Like, what are you talking about? Who attacked who here? Let's be real here. Okay. Nissa says, do you think Rob is still going to talk to Boozy? I don't know. I haven't seen much about it. And it kind of seems like he's a little bit off of it. So I don't know. I think the disrespect that continued to go on during the weekend, I wouldn't recommend. I know I volunteered to be the mediator. I honestly wouldn't do it anymore. I probably still would if Rob asked me to, because we are friends. And we are the same person by association, according to Twitter. But if he asked me to do it, I would do it. But Boozy actually called me a liar over the weekend as well, because I said that allegedly he got paid by Amber Heard's team. And he said, no, they hired me for something else. Like, hired? So you mean paid? No, he's probably going to block me now. He's probably going to come after me now for sure. My face is going to be plastered. Let's see what dirt he can dig up on me, right? Say good luck. Good luck. You're going to find some really good things about me, actually. You're going to find some really good things about me. But yeah, so I don't think, I can't tell you for sure if he would, but if he asked me if he should do it, I would tell him not to do it. Don't give him any more attention than he's already getting from this, even though he blocked like half of Twitter because they're following lawsuit people in quote-unquote lawsuit. Tiny D says, I don't know why they think they can win arguments against lawyers. That's what they do every day. Shaking my head. Exactly. And the thing is, it wasn't an argument. I literally told her, I don't talk about politics. I was not involved in Rittenhouse. Can you please take down the picture? And she could have took down the picture and that would have been the end of the discussion. But she chose not to. It's ridiculous. And then more people jumped in defending her. That's ridiculous. Shamika says, misery loves company. That is what I learned on Sunday. Like I said, I am not like super active on social media. I don't really engage in stuff like this. I only got on social media because I started a business. I had like Instagram and things like that, but I wasn't very active on it with like comments and things like that. And the only reason why I commented on it is because it was a picture of my fiance that had nothing to do with it. If it was just a picture of me, I probably would have said, hey, I wasn't in that. What are you talking about? but I wouldn't have went so hard on asking them to take down the picture. C case says to Tanya D, exactly, this guy has no idea what he started. Yeah, he's got random faceless accounts arguing with us all. Marianne Williams, welcome back to the live stream. Hello, how are you today? Tanya D says, hey to Marianne. For those of you that were not on the last live stream, Marianne actually donated memberships to the chat, and I very much so appreciate it. It supports the channel. It helps out people that come to this live stream often. And it was just a very generous thing to do. So you guys, give a round of applause for Marianne in the chat. She is amazing. Hedgehog in Space says, I'm sorry, I barely have enough energy to manage myself, much less people who happen to share my... Oh my gosh, that is what I said. I said just because I am in association with someone that has one, the same career as me, and two, the same hobby as me, does not mean we have the same beliefs. And on top of that, I don't even know who you're talking about, because Alita's in the picture. I don't think she's a misogynist. Rob's in the picture. I don't think she's a misogynist. I forget who else is in the picture, but there's several people in the picture that I don't think that are misogynists. They even had Alita's brother in the picture, and I'm like, he's not even quote unquote LawTube. He's not a lawyer on LawTube or a lawyer on YouTube. And then they started to question whether we were all lawyers or not. I'm just like, come on, you can look it up. You can look it up. But yes, we can talk and have. The thing is, as adults, you don't have to have everything in common in order to be, one, cordial with someone, or to be cool with someone, or to be colleagues with someone, or to be even friends with someone. Internet friends. I call them my internet friends because I feel like we are internet friends. We do the same thing. But that doesn't mean that we all think the same. That it just doesn't make any sense. To even say, like, generally when you see people talk about LawTube, they'll say it's like mid-40s white men, something, they're misogynist. And I'm like, I'm not a mid-40s white man. Alita's not a mid-40s white man. Emily's not that. Natalie's not that. Nate's not white. Like, come on, you can't just group us all together just based off of our hobby and that we sometimes collaborate with each other. Shamika says, oh, they're looking for clout. Yeah, they have to be looking for clout, because I just didn't even respond to the second post because she was right. Me commenting on it made other people see it. But I have to give it up for the BRI-HIVE supporters and all the other YouTube lawyer, LawTubers, if that's what you call them, supporters. They really had our back this weekend. So yes. Tommy B says, none of that sounds like something you'd say, because I didn't say it. I didn't do anything. I literally just went onto Rob's channel. That was my fault. And I guess my other fault was going on Alita's channel during Amber Heard, which they also told us that we profited off of a domestic violence victim's suffering, referring to Amber Heard suffering. That's really not of my concern, because I wasn't even monetized. I think I got monetized during that time, thanks to all the lovely BRI-HIVE who supported me and watched me for like 6 hours straight to get monetized. So, yeah, I don't know what the heck she was talking about. Hedgehog in Space says, also, WTF, people are allowed to both have something bad happen to them and still be a crappy human being. Trauma doesn't erase autonomy. Yes, exactly. And no one even knew you had cancer. We were just like, why are you being a dick? Come on. Like, stop. Having an illness does not give you the right to be a dick. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Marianne says, I love seeing you on the other folks' stream. And I like going over there. But sometimes we disagree. Sometimes we do agree. And we should be able to do that as adults. Even if we were kids, we should be able to do that. Jennifer says, thank you for explaining this. I saw a little bit about it on Heaux Law. Yeah, some of us have touched on it. It was just a lot. It was a lot. And the thing is, that is what was going on in my sector. There are other things going on in different sectors. Like, there are blatant attacks against Nate the lawyer, blatant attacks against Rob from Law and Lumber. Blatant attacks directly against Natalie, simply because Natalie defended me. Natalie wasn't even on Friday Night Frenzy And they still attacked her just because she said that she was like, Bri literally talks about copyrights and she doesn't talk about politics. So just, take the picture down. You're losing the argument basically. And then they start to attack her in her opinions with with the Amber Heard trial and things like that. So people they don't have time or hobbies of their own, I guess. Their hobby is to troll on Twitter, I guess. And the thing is, all of the people that were defending me and defending the other law tubers regarding my situation, or like defending Natalie and defending me, none of them were being rude. None of them called the other people names. They just said, hey, you're really being unreasonable. Bri doesn't do those things. Natalie doesn't do those things. You're completely telling lies. Just go ahead and drop the issue. Drop the picture, drop the issue. I guess the worst thing they called them was a liar, and the fact that they're hypocrites because they also want money for their content. So that was probably the worst thing that I saw someone say. So I don't know where they got off with all of this stuff. Okay. Silver Gypsy says, I think you should report her. I did report both of the pictures that she posted, but it doesn't seem like they've done much about it. I didn't tell like my followers to also go and report her because I'm not, is that considered doxing? If you tell someone to report a picture of you? I don't know. I don't think that would be considered doxing because it's not her personal information. Just report the post. Jennifer says, thank you for explaining this situation. You're welcome. Kinlan says, people just like to make up anything to start trouble. And it's like, why? Like, why do you let that negativity live in your life? Like, someone asked you to take down a picture and you want to shame them for having certain friends? That's weird. And the thing is, I feel crazy about it because, to tell you the truth, I'm a lot younger than a lot of these people that are coming at me on Twitter. I'm like, technically, I'm probably the same age as your kid, and you are attacking me. Like, you're weird. Like, stop. It's just so strange. Steph says, in conclusion, anyone who believed Johnny Depp after watching the trial was alt-right misogynist. Yes, that's basically what happened. That's basically was their argument. We should have been supporting Amber Heard. And Marianne says, that's the thing with social media. It has been weaponized and people hide behind fake names and fake pictures. We don't even know what you really look like, but we're putting ourselves out here to offer legal information, and you want us to only have your opinion. The reason why people watch us is because we have different opinions. And you can say, oh, that doesn't align with me, but something else this person said aligned with me. And even I know that as a young adult, and some people don't know that even into their 70s. Like, what are you doing? Darcy says his ego is disgusting. I think Rob would have spoken with him. It has gone too far to talk now. Yes, I agree with that. I don't think that Rob should give his platform to him. If Chris wants to talk about it, he should put it on his own platform. That way he can unblock us all. And he can make his own boozy bucks. Skeezy says, you are only guilty of being kind, tolerant, and having diverse friends, etc. People can learn a lot from your example. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you noticed those qualities of me. And yeah, you can be friends with people and not think exactly the same as them, and that's what I do. A lot of the people on LawTube, if that's what you want to call it, I probably would have never become their friends because, one, we all live in different places. We all do different things. We're all of different ages, different demographic, different background, all kinds of things. But we have a common interest that we can connect over. Does not mean that we think of all this. We think exactly alike on everything. Some things we might agree on. Some things we won't agree on. Okay, Shamika says, say Marianne, I enjoy seeing her on other streams. Yeah, thank you. I love popping onto other streams. We have a lot of fun on the internet. The internet is fun. It should be fun, not a land of trolls, okay? Z Celtic says, here late, will be on the replay. Congrats on your second trial win. Thank you. Nice to see you back on the live stream. Kimlin says, Nate's been going after Boozy. It has been a lot going on with Nate and Boozy. Faith says, Boozy blocked me and I made like 2 comments total on Twitter to my friends in real life, probably because I follow a lot of LawTubers. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are pointing out. He's just blocking everybody. As of this morning, he hadn't blocked me, but I might be blocked now. I might be blocked now since I got some Boozy bucks. Jen says, a member of the channel. Jim says, I was reading his tweets but never interacted with him. I reported tweets he posted a couple of days ago and now I'm blocked. LOL. Wonder if Twitter is telling him who's reporting him. That would be interesting to know. Tiny D giving props to Marianne for giving us those memberships. Julie543 says, I don't have Twitter, so I can read all this stuff and he can't block me because I'm not a user. That's a good way to go about it. But he deletes his tweets. So he'll say some reckless stuff and then he'll delete it and then he'll say, oh no, Twitter, look, they're harassing me. Let me stop or he come for me. I wonder what he can find on me though. Maybe that'll be a challenge for him. See what you can find on Bri. What bad things have Bri done? Shamika says, yes, thank you, Marianne, for the memberships. I think Shamika is one person that got the membership. So yes, thank you. Jay says, wow, I missed so much over the weekend. Yeah, it was a lot of drama that I don't usually like to involve myself in. But it had a picture of my fiance, so I was hot. You can bully me, but you cannot bully the people I care about. I don't like that. It all got crazy when Boozy told Runkle to basically check his receipts on the tug quotes in the report box. Sentinel, I don't even know how to say that name, released that Rolling Stone picked up. I didn't even know he was the owner of that little bot thing. They base it off rockets. I love every part of his show. Many would not necessarily feel the same. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about because I feel like your comment was a little far up. All right, so I do have to skip through some of these because I have to get to our actual cases. But thank you guys for joining in on my rant. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, and I hope that does not happen to me again, but I know that putting myself out here, I subject myself to that. But that one, at least let it be true. If you're going to talk mess about me, let it be true. That's what I would prefer. Like, come on now. Silver Gypsy says, I don't think it's doxing, but you don't need to stoop to their level. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, eventually, she'll come to her senses and be like, why do I have a picture of 10 random strangers on my Twitter? You know, why are you giving us publicity to your 140 followers? Not your 140 followers. All right, we have MH said, I love you, Natalie. Ladies, you are professional and eloquent. Thank you so much. Yeah, Natalie had my back. Loved it. Julia says, I was marching band kid back in high school. Lots of love to marching band parents. Oh, cool. I think I missed the marching band tweet earlier. Jane says, I rarely go on Twitter, but thought I'd take a look at what was going on, and I'm blocked. Why did they block you? I've literally never looked at his account. He probably had his assistant, if he has an assistant, go through his follower list and see if they followed, or they probably just went through Nate's and probably Rob, probably Rakeda. He also has something going on with Rakeda as well. He probably blocked all of their followers, but he missed me. He'll get me soon. I'm sure he will. Marianne Williams says, reasonable minds can differ. Whole quote. Yes, exactly. We can talk and not think the same. Okay. Darcy says, Runkle and his ADHD stomped on boozy facts and real facts, such a Runkle. Blessing to Runkle. I so enjoy him. Yes, Runkle is amazing. He's great. A lot of people came with some good facts against him, but they're still going. They're still going hard. Darcy says, archive his old tweets. Yeah, he'll probably bring them out a little later when it dies down. Julia says, Bri, a chunk of people want to make everyone in this country believe that people in differing opinions can have a conversation and or be friends with people you don't agree with. They should be able to do that. Julia also says, Bri, Rackets is Rakeda, Nick Rakeda. Oh, that's what you guys call him? I didn't know that. Stephanie says, he was a tip link up to his website so people can report inappropriate content anonymously, encouraging his followers to report on LawTube. So I use it to report him. The thing is, it was his tweet that someone commented on, and then they posted a picture of like, these are the people you have to watch out with in LawTube. Like, weird. You went and found a picture of us? Weirdo. Connie B says, in case Boozy and the trolls are watching, go ahead and hit the like button for us. Thanks, BRI-HIVE. Yes, exactly, guys. I forget to say it because I be on one. If you guys have not already, hit the like button. If you're watching on live or the replay, hit the like button. It helps us out all the same. And if you're not subscribed and you're here this long, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, Tanya, for reminding me of that. Not That Karen, love that name, saying, is there really any other words for the man except bully? These are questions that need answer. And he's claiming like defamation now. Like he's really claiming defamation now. After he started. Like you started it. You started it. And now you want to say, oh, I'm a victim. Says the man who has a whole website to tell people that their content is disruptive. Right? Julia says, I love all of y'all who I think we're now called LawTube and Creator and friends. Yeah, exactly. We're just all people that like to talk about the same topics. Nothing wrong with that. Janine says, I just did that too. I don't use Twitter like ever, but I just went on and saw he blocked me. I'm sorry for you guys. I'm sorry for you guys. He's blocking everywhere. I wonder if I'm blocked now. I would say I'm blocked now. Let's see if Bri is blocked. I check periodically because I keep seeing like just people that are not, that just support LawTube people. And they're blocked. So yep, I'm blocked. I am now blocked. I'm not blocked, so now I can't see the stuff. I cannot see the stuff anymore. Bri is now blocked. Thank you, Christopher Boozy. I can't see Boozy's tweets anymore. Gosh. Oh, yeah. What did I ever do to you? Other than, as you claim, I'm a liar because I said Amber Heard's team paid you. But it took a while. It took a while for him to get me, so we are all in the blocked community from Christopher Boozy. Not That Karen says, Bri is my favorite LawTube lawyer. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. I love to hear it. I'm happy because I was so skeptical about starting this channel, live streaming, all of the things. So it really warms my heart when I see people say things like that. So thank you so much, Not That Karen. Darcy says, you are officially blocked. Jen says, welcome to the Boozy Block Club. Thank you. Thank you. I'm probably going to get more trolls now that I'm talking about this on my channel. But Faith says, welcome to the Blocked by Boozy Club. We are all blocked by Boozy. Oh, gosh. Alpha's here, so I gotta get to my streaming and stop talking about this. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go into the Nicki Minaj case because it's really, really short, and we are going to just kind of cover why she's suing this lady for defamation. We'll get off of us being blocked on Twitter. Desby says he's probably watching the live right now and said, yeah, let me go back and block her. I forgot her. Yeah, so we're going to jump into the Nicki Minaj stuff. Remember, she is suing Nosey Heaux for her alleged false allegations against Nicki Minaj. So let me know if you guys have heard of this case. I just found it this morning. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to look deep into it, but I did see another article that she actually is suing like 3 people for defamation. Hello. It's a little bit longer stream than I thought.
So I actually probably can't. That should make me tired.
Don't press on my live.
My bad stuff made me tired.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Nicki Minaj defamation. Let me know if you guys heard of this case. We're gonna go into some positive vibes. I'll probably cut this one so that we can knock off that boozy stuff at the beginning because that was a rant and kind of just commenting on y'all's rants. So that's cool. Julia says, you're awesome, Bri. I love watching you and I'm happy to catch a live. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for coming. Marcelo says, I knew about it a couple of days ago, talking about the Nicki Minaj lawsuit. It's pretty new, pretty new. Marianne says, oh, I'm assuming that's to Alpha coming in. Did you guys hear him cuss? I heard him cuss. All right, so let's see what this lawsuit has going on for Nicki Minaj. Let me make it bigger before I share the screen to see. Let's all live react together. Yes, let's do this. Okay. So we have Onika Tanya Mirage, who is also known as Nicki Minaj, suing Marley Green, aka Carol Green, aka Nosey Heaux, aka Nosey Heaux Live LLC. I wonder if she has that trademark. Nosey Heaux, what an interesting name. She is suing Nosey. We'll call her Nosey so I can try not to get too many flags on this video. Nicki is saying this action is brought to vindicate the reputation of plaintiff, a superstar artist who is known as Nicki Minaj. The defendants herein have outrageously defamed plaintiff by posting a video on their Twitter page in which defendant Marley Green, who goes by the name of Nosey Heaux, falsely and maliciously stated that plaintiff is a cokehead. Yeah, this one's gonna get a red. And who is shoving all this cocaine up her nose, further evidencing a fundamental lack of decency. Green has also posted vile comments about plaintiff's 1-year-old son. I forgot Nicki Minaj had a baby, and I didn't know it was a son. That tells you how much I don't keep up with celebrities unless they have a lawsuit against them, and that is because of this channel. That's the only reason why I keep up with celebrities. While these comments are not actionable, they nonetheless demonstrate why punitive damages should be awarded in this case. While these comments, the statements about the son are not, those are not actionable. Okay, I was like, why would you sue if it's not actionable? But you're talking about only the comments about the son are not actionable. In a different age, Green's lie would have been meaningless because she is the ultimate nobody. Can we talk about shade and allegations, please? Can we talk about shade and allegations, please? Okay. In a different age, Green's lie would have been meaningless because she is the ultimate nobody on information and belief. Not on information and belief, she's the ultimate nobody. Oh my gosh. A person whose main accomplishment in life has been a string of criminal charges, bail jumping, and bad debt. Why, Nicki? Did you just want to do this so that we would get on LawTube and read all of this? Like, why are you saying all of this? That's not nice. Let's not bully Nicki. Okay. But this is the age of social media, one in which a nobody can find an undeserved following through relentless self-promotion. Green is one of those nobodies. You're going to keep calling her a nobody? That's rude. As she posts content belonging to her wholly owned company, Defendant Nosey Heaux Live LLC, on multiple social media platforms. One of those platforms is the Nosey Heaux Live Twitter page, which explicably has approximately 3,300 followers. They're suing over 3,000 followers. Green, therefore, has the means to publish a lie, knowing that it will metasize as it is retweeted by her followers and then further retweeted by the followers of her followers and so on. That is what happened here. And just the day following Green's September 12, 2022 publication of her lie that plaintiff is a cokehead on her Twitter page, almost 2,000 people had liked it. More importantly, more than 260 people had retweeted it, which led to a firestorm of social media attention, which was undoubtedly caused by multiple levels of subsequent retweets. While social media is an extraordinary effective vehicle for spreading lies, it does not confer a license to do so. Okay, so Nosey Heaux calling Nicki Minaj a cokehead. That's what we're talking about. On information and belief, and as discovery will likely reveal, Green has been an has been acting as a proxy for another performer who mistakenly believing that she and plaintiff are stars of equal stature. She repeatedly used other social media intermediaries in a hopeless effort to advance her career at plaintiff's expense. However, the fact that Green was acting at the behest of another does not make her conduct less egregious or excuse her from the consequences of the damages she has caused plaintiff to suffer. So I'm wondering if this is going to be another Tasha K Cardi B situation, which Cardi B wants her money. So yeah. Yeah, so Nosey Heaux. This is what you want to say about, allegedly say about Nicki Minaj. Remember, guys, this is a complaint. So all of these things are allegations at this point that Nicki Minaj will have to prove to be fact. Okay, let me jump into some of your comments and then we're going to get into the claims for relief. Like I said, it was only 4 pages. I skipped past the parties and venue and now we're already on the 3rd page. So not much in this case. It seems like she's just really trying to call her out. Is she really going to proceed with this? Possibly. But the post was on September 12th and they filed this lawsuit on September 14th. Let me tell you, attorney's fees were most likely incurred at a high rate. That's a fast filing. Okay. Julia says, I remember being here for the stream when the chat became the BRI-HIVE. Proud to be here early on. Oh, that's so nice. I forget about all of those things, but those were giant milestones. I'm going to have to go back and watch it to remind me how wonderful that was. Mary Ann said, haven't heard of either of these. Well, I'm glad you're here to watch anyways. Marcelo says, she hasn't sued 3 people yet. I think she said that she would be suing 3 people for the amount of lies they spread knowingly about her. Yes, that's what I meant to say. That there are 3 people on her radar that she wants to sue. I have the article pulled up here, but I haven't gone deep into it yet. And I'm already running a little long on this stream, so I don't know if we'll get to it on this stream. Okay, Lady Autumn Sky says, hi everyone, I'm late. Did I miss Miley Cyrus? No, we're doing Miley Cyrus last, so it's still coming up. So no worries. Faith says, I'm probably showing my age, but I don't even know who Nosey Heaux is. I don't know who it is either. 3,000 followers. I'm probably going to go look after this, but I have no idea who it is. But some people earlier said that what she was doing was pretty bad, so this was probably coming for her. So I do want to see what the video actually is if she hasn't taken it down. Das Beat says she's just someone who gossips online. She said some vile things about Nicki, which is what Nicki is alleging. She only used these 2 statements though, so I wonder what other things that she has said about Nicki Minaj. Julia to Lady Autumn Sky saying, nope, you only missed the chit chat. Okay. Rant part of Bri is going to delete from the start when it uploads. Yes, exactly. Darcy says her lawyers are good at this. Yeah, they found it quickly, and they were good at the shade for sure. Julia says, I love putting nobody in quotes. Yeah, she did. They did put nobody in quotes. It was the shade. Julia says never heard of her either. Dasby says I heard Tasha K dipped and went to Africa. Yeah, someone else said that on Rob's stream last week, but I haven't looked into it yet. But I did see an article saying that Cardi B was saying she wants Tasha K to run her money. So I wonder if that's gonna happen. Hedgehog in Space. I like that name. That's a cool name. You know, I didn't even know that Sonic was a hedgehog. Sonic, the little character. Is he a cartoon character or just a video game character? Or both? Yeah, I didn't know he was a hedgehog until I watched like the big movie about it. Yeah. That was a random fact. Fact about me, at least. Julia says, what is it? Emily D. Baker says, complaints are allegations and shade. And this one was allegations and shade. All the shade. The nobody. And she got bad debt. Like, what does bad debt have to do with anything that you're alleging at this? Like, let me go back to it. What did that have to do with anything about defamation? Let me go back to it. Where was it? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what they said. They are ridiculous for this. Okay. They said, let me get my highlighter here. They said that a person whose main accomplishment in life has been a string of criminal charges, bail jumping, and bad debt. That's what they said about her in a defamation case. I guess trying to make her look worse than even the statements that she made. But the nobody is in quotation marks. Probably because she says, "Oh, I'm just nobody. Why are you worried about me?" Is that something that she says? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff right there. Okay. Let's get into the claims for relief. For at least the past year, defendants have used various Nosey Heaux live social media platforms in an effort to demean and insult plaintiff, efforts which were of no concern to plaintiff. However, the situation changed on September 12, 2022, when defendants posted a video on the Nosey Heaux Twitter page in which Green stated that plaintiff is shoving in all the cocaine up her nose. Shoving in all this cocaine up her nose. Allegedly. So I'm assuming it was a fake allegedly. Like, allegedly, that's what she's doing after she basically made the statements. Okay, I see what they're saying. But we all know it's true. You can't say allegedly and then say we all know it's true. Oh my gosh. You're saying it as a fact. You can't even argue that it was an opinion. And then how are you going to prove that she is or is not a cokehead? Like, you would have to do the drug test. Like, how long does it take for cocaine drug test to come back? This video is going to get a red flag. I already know. Yes. How long does it take for a drug test for cocaine to come back? Let me see. Let me see about that. How long does cocaine show up in drug tests? My FBI agent is going to be like, what? What do you got going on, lady? What kind of drug tests are used for cocaine? Urine test. There's a blood test. Let's see. Can be detected up to 5 days after last consumption. So even if she did do cocaine, how are you going to be able to prove it to be fact in trial? Because she filed this on the 14th. Even if she did, like she's alleging that Nosey Heaux alleged that she did, how is she going to be able to get her to take the test or show and prove that maybe in a picture she saw she was doing coke or whatever it is that she's proven or that she's stating to be the reason why everyone knows is true? How is she going to prove this? Because it says you can detect it up to 5 days after. So let's say that she actually did do the cocaine. It's been at least 6 days. So even if she did it on the day that she filed this complaint, they wouldn't be able to tell. She wouldn't be able to give her a drug test to tell. So she could just not do it for the duration of the litigation. And then, hair follicle 90 days for prior users. Okay, so she would have to subpoena a drug test like right now if that's what she wants to do. Because she did file it pretty soon after. So yeah, I don't know how she's gonna prove that one. I do not know where she's going with those allegations. Okay, so but we all know it's true. Listen. I can't even say. Oh, let me get you guys back on the screen here too. I can't even say allegedly with that because we know it's true. I'm not saying allegedly on that. Nicki Minaj is a cokehead. Ma'am, you cannot be saying stuff like that. Emphasis supplied. The emphasis was supplied. Green's video statement was defamatory per se, and that per se, defamation per se. If you are alleging that people are doing bad things like crime, SA, drugs, they have an STD, that is defamation per se, and you basically don't have to show that it is a harmful statement. You get to get over a couple of the elements of the claim. So defamation per se will probably apply in this situation, accusing her of doing drugs. And they probably malicious. Can they prove malice in this? To say, I'm not saying allegedly like that, we know it's true. Hey, she might not be able to prove malicious because she stated that she knew it was true. And to get defamation, they have to know it's false. So if she really believes this, and she has evidence to show why she believes it, pictures, statements from other people, she might not, because remember, Nicki Minaj is a celebrity, so you have to say it with malice, which is either knowingly or with a reckless disregard as to whether it was negligent. Okay, comments. Julia says, "Oh, Bri, you're adorably young." Oh, thank you. I try not to show my age too much, but thank you. Shauna says, "Sonic started as a video game for Sega, I believe, now cartoon and movies." I had a Sega. Sega. Did I have a Sega Dreamcast? I think so. Do those go together? I don't remember. Okay. Julia says, "I think he was referred to originally as Sonic the Hedgehog." I think he probably was, but that just didn't register in my little brain. Because I was young. I was young then. So it probably just never registered for me. I just called him Sonic. Darcy says 24 hours coke can be out of the system. Yeah, so there's a list here. I have this list here. So let me show you guys. All right, so let's get bigger. Okay, so they have urine can be detected 2 to 5 days after ingestion. Saliva is the shortest detection, which is 2 days, easy to adulterate. Blood can be detected up to 48 hours after use. And then a hair follicle is 90 days prior for regular users. So you have to use it often to have that 90 days. Less common because of the high cost to do the test. Well, homegirl better get the paying for the hair follicle test if she's gonna win this. Case, because she either needs to prove it's true or prove that she really thought it was true, which would be maybe witnessing her doing the drugs that she's alleging that she did. Okay. Hedgehog in space says, "Boozy dirt on Bri this Googling session." I really don't know. One time I got should we give him everything he needs? One time I got a ticket for not having my car properly registered or having like an inspection sticker, because I lived in Louisiana and you needed like an inspection sticker. So if you need to find some tickets, it will be in Louisiana for that reason. Yeah, that's about all I got for you, bro. That's all I got for you. That's it. For not having an inspection sticker. Silver Gypsy says, "I think you can take hair samples to see if someone did cocaine." Yeah, it's listed on here. 90 days. It can be up to 90 days. If you're a regular user, though. No, for cocaine. Yeah, it is. That is Alpha putting his input in. It's okay. Marcelo Frias says, "Nicki been saying that she never did coke, and I believe her because the drugs she has used are on her songs. Said by herself, etc. Perks, weed." Yeah, she could use that to help her out. I just don't know. I'm not accusing her of doing it, but then I'm saying I really don't know. If she does do it, or if this lady, Nosey Heaux, wants to win the case, then she's going to need to either prove that she actually does do it and the statement was true, or that she reasonably believed that it was true. Which her saying we all know it's true might be supportive to her in this case. Jennifer Foley said, gives me a $3 super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It is a little pair doing a fist bump. It doesn't show on StreamYard, but it's cute, guys. Check it out in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Jennifer. Whitney says Washington State finally did away with emission inspections for cars. I was thrilled. It was such a pain. Yeah, mine was for was it emission? Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It was like $10, and then I didn't do it, and then it was like $100. I was almost graduated by the time it happened. I had like maybe 2 months left of school. And I was like, I almost made it. I had that car for a while. Admitting the crimes on on YouTube. There you go, Boozy. Use that. But then you'll also find that I was the valedictorian of my undergrad class. What do you call it? College. My bachelor's class undergraduate. I was the valedictorian. Graduated top 5% in my law school. I also passed the bar the first time. What else do you want to know? I was MVP of the cheerleading team and the track team in high school. What else? I'm just saying, what does he want to find? You can research me. You're going to find some good articles. Yes, we have Marianne supporting the channel with a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. It is a little pair saying thank you. No, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Make sure to check out the super sticker in the chat. It's so cute. I like the little pairs. They're so cute. Okay, we have Cardova 82 saying, hi, BRI-HIVE, late but showing up. What did I miss? You missed the rant about Boozy's fans attacking me over the weekend on Twitter. And then you also missed a little bit about Nicki Minaj alleged or Nicki Minaj defamation lawsuit. We're going to jump into Miley Cyrus's copyright lawsuit in just a moment. We got another latecomer, A, saying hi, late to the stream, but wanted to say hi before heading back to the beginning. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining in on the live stream. Nice to see you here. Dash B says, that's a flex, LOL. Well, that's what I'm saying. He can look. Maybe he already tried his research and was like, yeah, let me not bring this up. All right. He probably wouldn't have been able to find that ticket, honestly, if I don't give it to him. But there you go. Since he brought up all Rob's tickets, go ahead. Give me for my inspection sticker. Julia says, Bri, cut that part, but the car, please. I know it's not intentional. Cut that part. Which part? About the car, because I know it was not intentional. Oh, about them getting the I don't care. What is he gonna do? I paid the ticket. I paid it. Whitney said, oh yeah, he probably would cut the clip and then post it, right? Whitney says, not everyone is hiding skeletons in their closet. Some of us are just basic and lead pretty non-scandalous lives. This is true. Some of us are real lawyers that like to get on YouTube and talk about celebrity cases. Nothing in the closet skeleton-wise. Like, we're good people. We're good people on the internet. Julia says, this guy. Yeah, I wonder if you... Nah, I shouldn't have said it. Yeah, maybe I need to cut that part so that he can go out and find it. If any of you Boozy supporters are in here, don't go tell him. Let him find it. I'm probably not that important in the LawTube universe to come after me that deep, though, honestly. Okay, let's get back to Nicki Minaj. All right. We were at defamation per se. And tended to injure plaintiff in her trade, business, and profession, because I guess they're alleging if she is known to do coke, then people would not want to work with her. Green's video statement was false because plaintiff has never used cocaine. Green, on behalf of herself and her LLC, made the Green video statement with actual malice, and that they either knew that it was false or knew that there was a high probability that it was false. Now, that's where I would have to disagree with them, because a lot of, not saying that she participates in these things. I don't know what Nosey Heaux' resources are. I'm not saying that Nicki Minaj actually participates in these things, but Hollywood celebrity parties are known to involve maybe not, let's not say known, but let's say they allegedly evolve a lot of different types of drugs. So is there a reckless disregard as to whether she's telling the truth about it? There might not be that there. I don't know, because I think that a lot of celebrities are associated with those kind of things. So unless, I don't know how they would prove it, but I do think that she may not reach the level of malice. And that's why they made the standard for people to prove when a famous person sues like a lay person, a non-famous person, the standard to prove that they defamed them is higher, because you don't want celebrities going and suing all these small people with not a lot of money to defend themselves for anything that they say. So they need to actually know that it was false. Now, if people want to defame me, such as those people on Twitter saying that I'm a misogynist and all of these things, I would only have to prove negligence, because I'm not a celebrity. I don't have notoriety. I'm on YouTube. I have some great subscribers, but by no means am I famous. So I would be proven negligence, which is a lot easier to prove than actual malice. Let's see. Tiny D says, that's why Boss Bri is the boss. Thank you. Okay, cut it out. Did I already see that one? Okay. All right, yeah, I did see these ones. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do the actual malice. If it was negligence, sure, but actual malice, maybe not. Sorry. Where we at? Her video is not protected by any privilege. The video constituted slander per se. By reason thereof, plaintiff has been damaged in the amount to be determined by jury, but which in no event is less than $75,000. People are saying that she is suing for $75,000, which is not necessarily true. She's saying that the damages are either $75,000 or above, so it could be $75,001, or it could be $3 million. Or how much did Cardi B get? $4 million? It could be that, right? But that she's not just suing for $75,000. The reason why she has to plead that it's more than $75,000 is because this is in federal court, and that is one of the requirements for your case to be in federal court on a defamation matter. So that is why that is there. So she could get more than the $75,000. In addition, because defendant's conduct was so willful, wanton, and malicious, plaintiff is entitled to recover punitive damages in the amount to be determined by the jury. Which, even with filing this case, they filed it 2 days after she made the statement. So my question is, how would they know if there was any actual damages that fast? I guess she can prove it as they go on, like as the case goes on, because it does take a long time for cases to go to trial. But at the time of filing, she most likely has not lost any money. Remember, that's what happened to Johnny Depp, and that he claimed he lost how much millions of dollars, and the verdict came back way less than that, because they probably didn't think that he actually lost the money from the movies, because he wasn't going to do Pirates anyways, and things like that. So her actually losing money, that's questionable for 2 days. But of course, as time goes on, she can use that information. So if people are not wanting to hire her because they think she does coke after this filing, she could probably still get that into evidence. Okay. I was reading the chat. Julie says he selectively clipped a statement today. I'm sure he'll clip it. I honestly don't think I'm that important of a law tuber. I'm like bottom of the barrel. I know, like, my content is great, but I'm probably like the least of his concerns as far as like the other men on LawTube attacking him. Hopefully he doesn't come at little old me. And if he does, who cares? I'm blocked anyway, so I won't see it unless somebody screen records it. Shauna says, social media has created a lot of glass houses. More people like Boozy need to drink water and mind their business. Can you say that again? Drink water and mind your business. Stop worrying about what LawTube got going on. And the thing is, how did it? I don't even remember how it started. I think Nate called him out for something. But still, don't be so soft skinned. You're an adult man. He said in his 20s and 30s he did a lot of things. So to me that means he's at least in his 40s. So, let things go. I hope I am able to let things go by the time I'm that age. Dusty says Nicki's husband was called an R word by the Nosey. A lot of people called him that. That situation is a little tough. If he did take advantage of that girl, that is bad. I understand that he was like, oh, that's my girlfriend, I can do it anyways. That is not okay. Even if you're in a relationship with someone, they tell you no, that means no, right? The thing that I didn't like about that particular case is that they were both teenagers. I believe they were both teenagers, or at least around a pretty close age when it happened. So they called him like a child abuser. And I was like, I don't think that's an accurate description for the age that he was, because they were of the same close age from my knowledge of the situation. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but they were of a similar age. So R word, if he did it, potentially accurate, but like a child abuser, no, that's not accurate from the information that I have, because I believe they were the same age. Okay. Claudia says, so Nicki might be able to win the case. I'm thinking, I don't know if they're going to be able to find intent. I really don't, because like I said, I think that celebrities are generally known, I'm not trying to make a direct statement, but are generally known to engage in drugs. Not saying that she does, but reasonable people may believe that, oh, she's hanging out with these certain people, they do these drugs, so she must also do these drugs. I don't think that there's now the fact that people say that she constantly makes statements about Nicki Minaj, they may be able to show intent and malice in that way, but that particular statement I'm not quite sure. And then I think Azealia Banks also brought up that Remy Ma said the same thing and Nicki Minaj didn't sue her. So it can't be that bad. It can't really be making her lose that much money if a non-celebrity said it about her when she didn't really react to an actual celebrity that she had beef with saying it about her. So I don't know. Right now I'm leaning towards no. I would need to see more evidence as to whether she can win the case or not. Cardova says, a wee bit off topic, but can't keep it to myself. Black belt barrister posted a video today where he explains how Boss Attorney, is that how you say that? Attorney? May be a legal trouble with the UK government and the European government. It would not shock me, but I have not heard about that. But yeah, it would not shock me. Darcy says Nosey will counter and open up a whole can of. We'll see, because usually in answers you can just say, deny, and this complaint is not very long, so it probably won't be very expensive for her to respond to this. Marcella, I keep saying Marcella. Marcella says Nicki's lawyer Judd is so good. The Barb's Nicki fan base have been sending for months the evidence about these people. I honestly don't think Nicki expects money. I feel like she's given a warning. And I think that was a similar thing with Cardi B. But Tasha K just kept going. And that thing took 5 years to get to litigation. So we'll see how this one goes. Cindy says Nicki was called a pedo, we'll call it a pedo, by this Nosey. Yeah, she was too. She was too in relation to her husband and her brother, which is, was there any other reason why they called her that? I think that was part of the reason. Kitty Ears and Headband says not malice if she truly believes it to be true. Exactly. And so that's why I'm saying they may have a hard time, because reasonable people who are not celebrities, I believe that a lot of celebrities do engage in the drug festivities. I believe that a lot of regular people engage in the drug festivities. Do I know exactly what drugs? No. But I'm also not on the internet saying that they're doing these specific drugs. But I feel like that was taught, not, oh, sorry guys if that was loud. I feel like that was information given to me that that's kind of what they do at those parties. Just like people try to make excuses for Bill Cosby. And that was just the time and the era where people did that kind of stuff. Same thing at these other parties where girls are getting drunk and then suing the guy, and then people saying, well, you know what situation you put yourself into. I think it's the same type of argument. You can't only use it against girls that are trying to claim allegations against male celebrities. I think also with the female celebrities, if you're at those parties, people might assume that you know what you're going there for, right? You know that there's going to be alcohol. You know that there's going to be drugs. Does that mean you're doing those things? No, not exactly, but a reasonable person might think that you are. So if she truly believes it's true, then no malice. That was the... let me get trolled some more if these people are watching. That was Amber Heard's argument. I truly believe that I was a survivor. But the judge also has to believe that you truly believe that. Or not the judge, but the jury or the judge, whatever kind of trial you have. This one's a jury trial. But if the jury truly believes that she thought that Nicki engaged in those activities, then they're not going to find malice. Claudia says, it's like our parents telling us as children to be careful who you surround yourself, because that speaks value of who you are and other people who don't know you. That's the same thing they said about me with the other law tubers, that I am now a misogynist because I hang out with them. So people think like that. That's a thing. Okay. Julia giving me the pronunciation. Sentinel. Okay. I think I can do that. Sentinel. Okay. Sentinel. Okay. Cindy says, thank you, Julie. Cindy says, Nicki actually addressed the drug accusation last year, but Nosey continued. Okay. So that may go against her for malice. See, you guys are pulling at good facts. Nicki's lawyer should call LawTube or BRI-HIVE or whoever you want to call us at this point. They should call you guys, because that is a good point. If she's already addressed the issue and said that she didn't do it, then why are you still saying it? Is it because you still truly believe she does that and she's lying? Why do you think she's lying? A lot of questions are going to have to come up. And this will be something that I would actually want to cover in person if it goes to trial, probably 5 years from now. But this is something that I would want to look into. It's in New York, though. I've never been to New York. So, yeah, there's that. Let me see. Where were we at? She's also asking for punitive damages. An award for compensatory damages to be determined by the jury in an amount over $75,000. The punitive damages to be determined by the jury, an award of cost and disbursement of this action, and any order granting such other further relief the court deems necessary and proper. So, this was filed on September 14th. The post was made on 2022. There were some good comments about, okay, well, they already told her she doesn't do it. Did she take a lie detector test? Is there a reason to believe that Nicki lied about this because you saw her doing it before? These are things that are going to have to come out at trial or in discovery or whatever it might be for either one of them to settle. Now, does Nosey really have all this money to be battling Nicki Minaj? I know I don't, but Nosey might. I don't know. I would just let it go and apologize and move on with my life. Like, why bring this on to yourself? Unless you want clout, you want more people to follow you because you want more content, maybe. But is it worth it ruining your reputation and losing a lot of money, being on a payment plan for $4 million? That's something I never want to do in my life. Tony D says, I have to hop off to finish some work. Great stream. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Tanya D. We always appreciate you being here with us. I hope you get some good work done. You have a good night. Upside Down says, Queen Bri, hello and welcome back to the live stream. Julia says, have a good night, Tiny D. Yes, exactly. All right, so we are done with the Nicki Minaj case. I had some articles, but we are kind of streaming a little longer than I intended originally. So I'm just going to jump right into the Miley case to kind of talk about what's going on here. It's only 9 pages, so we'll probably get into a lot of the information in it to see what's going on here. For those of you that missed the beginning of the live stream, this case is about Miley Cyrus posting a picture of herself that a paparazzi member took of her, and now the paparazzi member is suing Miley Cyrus. For those of you who do not know who Miley Cyrus is, she is a singer. Is she still an actress? I knew her from Hannah Montana being an actress, but she has been in several different genres of music. But I think that I haven't really listened to her music more recently, so I don't know if she's still considered a pop singer or if she's into country or what she's doing these days. So she's a celebrity, for those of you who do not know who she is. Okay, let me make this bigger for the people. Let me know if you guys heard about this case. I know some of you have heard about it. I know some of you have not heard about either of the cases that we covered today. But go ahead and remind me in the chat. Upside Down says, LOL, some peeps have too much time on their hands. That's what I said. I spent too much time responding to them on Sunday, and I was like, I just felt like, oh, I wasted so much time. But some people just do this on a daily, regular basis. Julia says, daughter of Billy Ray Cyrus, singer of Achy Breaky Heart. Yes, also good description of that, for those of you who do not know who Miley Cyrus is. Okay, let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's see what's going on in this copyright case. We have this one. I thought that the Nicki Minaj one was in California, but it's actually this one. Okay, we have Robert Barbera suing Miley Ray Cyrus and demanding a jury trial. And they go on to state, this action seeks to recover damages for copyright infringement. Plaintiffs herein provide photojournalism goods and services and owns the rights to these images, which plaintiff licenses to online print publications. Defendant owns and operates a social media account with the name of Miley Cyrus on Instagram. Defendant, without permission or authorization from plaintiff, actively copied, stored, and or displayed plaintiff's photograph on the account and engaged in this misconduct knowingly and in violation of the United States copyright laws. Very short intro, so good, short and to the point. And then we get into the common facts of the claims. They go on to say, plaintiff is a professional photographer by trade who is the legal and rightful owner of the photographs, which plaintiff licensed to online and print publications. Plaintiff has invested significant time in building plaintiff's photograph portfolio. Are you telling me that you spent a lot of time figuring out where Miley Cyrus was, taking a picture of her like this, just one little picture, maybe you took several pictures. How long were you really there? That just made me mad. I don't like that. I don't like that a paparazzi gets to have the right to other people's pictures and they didn't even get permission to take that picture of them. That's ridiculous to me. Okay, Feisty Bri coming back out. Let's put her back in. Plaintiff has obtained active and valid copyright registrations from the United States Copyright Office, which covers many of plaintiff's photos, while many others are the subject of pending copyright applications. Plaintiff's photographs are original creative works to which plaintiff owns protectable copyright interest. I don't know how original pushing a button on a camera is. I think they should change it. Because and I don't want to insult anyone's craft, but how hard is it to take a picture of someone off guard without their permission, just because they're a celebrity? How hard is it to do that? I understand you got to stalk them, you got to find them, you got to figure out where they are, But I don't think that celebrities should have to pay to use their own photos. They already have to pay security to keep the paparazzi away from them. Now they have to pay for their own photos. It's weird. Claudia says, good people can be bad people as well. That is true. Shamika says, first I'm hearing a Miley Cyrus case. Okay, yep, we're going to get into it. It's pretty new. It was filed about a week and a half ago, so still pretty new. Julia says she's the singer of Wrecking Ball and starred in Hannah Montana. Yes, exactly. Faith says, haven't heard of Miley Cyrus case, but it sounds really interesting. Yeah, and a lot of cases are similar to this that are very, like, the headlines are piling up on similar cases to this. I think Dua Lipa was a copyright one, but there's some other celebrities that have similar cases against them for the same thing. Claudia says, we're no longer friends for that reason, judging so quickly. I don't know who exactly you're talking about there. Lynn Davenport says, housewife Lisa Rinna was sued by Backgrid for doing the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Yes, we talked about that earlier. Upside Down said, and they need a jury trial for this? For the copyright? Is that what you're talking about? You're right. It's a picture. And I would think a jury trial would start leaning more towards why can she not post a picture of herself? Julia says, oh, you're talking to Lady Autumn Sky. Marcelo says, every celebrity gets sued for this. It's so tiring, like it's my effing face and you are taking photos of me without my permission. That's what I say. I think they should change the laws. Upside Down says, Miley, take a picture of the money demanded and send it. Case closed. Yeah, give me my picture back. Faith says, what were the outcomes of the other cases, or are they still going? The ones that I've seen more recently, they are literally been filed this year, so I don't exactly know what the outcomes are. But even if they are, being upheld or dismissed or whatever it might be, it don't need to go up to the Supreme Court or something to get the legislation changed for it. Sorry, guys, reading emails. It's not okay. Okay. Carlos says, Nicki, queen of rap. Okay, Nicki supporter in the chat. Okay, love to see it. Whitney says, now I have Party in the USA stuck in my head. Yeah, that song will definitely get stuck in your head. Julia says, I'll be the devil's advocate and go with lining up the shot well enough to be paid for by the media. That's true. I'm going to show you guys the picture. It may get into slippery slope of celebrities not paying photographers they hire for their work. That is also a good argument. But if you're hiring someone, you should have a contract. These people are going out in public, getting tips from whoever they're getting the tips from. That Miley Cyrus is going to be at Red Lobster. I don't think Miley Cyrus eats at Red Lobster, but Miley Cyrus is going to be at Red Lobster today, and she's going to be coming out with this outfit on. You have to catch the shot. And then they take the picture. They don't pay, or they don't give it to the celebrity to use for promotions or anything like that to make money for themselves, but they instead take the photo of someone who is not them and then sell the photo. I don't think that counts. Well, I guess if Miley Cyrus is the one calling the paparazzi and saying, hey, I'm going to be leaving Red Lobster, can you come take a picture of me? Then maybe that's where it can get dangerous. But when these random paparazzi, they should have to prove that they were hired to go take the picture by the celebrity, not, and if you're not having your contracts, that's your problem. But I don't think celebrities should have to say, oh, wait, this random person stole my picture. Let me post it. Oh, no, now they're suing me. But I love the devil's advocate. Those are some good points to bring up. And I think that is why, those are part of the reasons why the law is the way it is that the person that creates the original work lines it up, take the picture perfectly, put the blurs on the side, whatever it may be. That's why they are the owner of the works. But I really think this law was created more in a time where it was harder to take pictures and not everyone had a camera. These days, not every single person, but almost everybody has a camera on their phone. They have cameras as a photographer, all of the things. So this law was more made when you had to set up that big old thing, put the film in it, pull that little string, have people posing all crazy. You couldn't really follow people around. Yes, that should be your original work. But simply taking out these advanced cameras these days, I don't know if it's still practical for that to make you the owner, to have a cell phone and take a picture of someone. And now I'm a paparazzi person. I don't know. I don't think the law fits the times, if that makes sense. Okay. Lady, that was more of a rant than I intended to go on. Lady Autumn Sky says, if you are a photographer, you own the picture you take. That's why you never let some take nudes, because the photographer owns it, not you. Good point to make. Good point to make. Claudia says, it's an earlier comment I made. It's a bit long, so it continues with that. Oh, okay, no problem. No problem. Upside Down says, we start messing around with new laws on public photography, and everyone with the phone will be in court, and this SCOTUS isn't the answer. So, you think that, okay, so you're more along the lines that maybe it should be changed. Correct me if I'm misinterpreting that. But that's what I'm saying. I think the times in which photography is still an art. I will give you that. But when you're taking pictures of a particular person, and then you're taking that picture and you're selling it, and then when that particular person posts the photo, you're then suing them, I think that's inappropriate. And especially, I think this should especially apply to celebrities. Celebrities should be able to post. But then another argument, see, that's why I like these live streams. I debate myself. Is someone going to make a comment about me not getting along with myself? If you do that, celebrities already get a lot of stuff for free. And so giving them the picture would be doing something else for them for free. But at the same time, you're risking your time to take a picture of someone who's not you, someone who hasn't paid you to do it, so that you can try to get some other person to pay you for the gossip. I don't know. I still don't think I'm on the photographer side. Let me know what y'all think. Skisi says, hey, I'm in the industry. You own the rights to your own image, but the copyright belongs to the photographer. If it is your image, you are free to use it as long as you credit the photographer. So that's probably what they're upset with. And so that was the point I was going to get into, is that the photographer doesn't have the image rights to the person. So generally, a person has rights to their likeness. So their name, their photo, their image, whatever it might be. So this is what Skisi is talking about, is that Miley Cyrus can actually sue them back for using her image without her permission. There was no contract. You didn't pay me, blah, blah, not blah, 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 but all of these other things. So that may be more of the reason why they are suing. I haven't read through the whole complaint as far as not citing the work, but it more to me seems like they're suing because they don't want the celebrities posting the picture. And we're in an era where it is so easy to post pictures left and right. You might not know who it came from, so you're not really working. Well, they're probably working with a publicist to post those pictures. So yeah, I guess it's a slippery slope. That was a really good point to bring up. I was getting there later, but I didn't make it there. But thank you for bringing that up. Skisi says, I'm a photographer in public relations. Oh, good. We have an expert in here. We have Betsy saying, Bri, hello. Welcome back to the live stream, Betsy. Nice to see you. Mtronic says, paparazzi is most def not an art. Hey, you can't get at people's livelihoods like that. I think it's a tough one. I see why they need to make the money, but I still don't think it's right for them to just like use the celebrity's image, not get a contract with them, not get the permission from them. TMZ told them where they were, and now all of a sudden they're mad because the celebrity is using the picture. I understand wanting the credit because that's publicity for them. Silver Gypsy says, that is the crux right there. If someone else took the photo, you got to give credit. Yes, exactly. she could still, for the image, she was in public. Yeah. So, yep. Okay, yep. That is a good point for as far as citing it. So I'm assuming, I haven't looked at it all the way, whether she cited him or not. Cited or gave credit. Upside Down says, no, don't change it. Public photography is legal. This SCOTUS wants to make everything illegal. Public figures need to get thicker skin. No one forced them to become famous. That is true. No one did force them to become famous. I think the ladies, Skisi and Silver Gypsy, brought up good points that Miley Cyrus failed to credit. I don't know if that's for sure for true because I haven't looked at the post yet. But if they're not crediting, then that's probably why all of these celebrities are getting sued. And it's so much easier these days not to credit. So you guys are swaying me. See, that's why those people were wrong this weekend, saying you cannot be friends with people that disagree with you, because guess what? You wouldn't really think of each side. And look at me, I'm arguing with myself every time you guys bring up a point. Okay, but you can't get sued for your own image. Right, exactly. He's more suing for, I'm assuming this is a guy, more suing for the actual whole photo, but not her image. So really, how much money is he going to get out of this? Okay, let's get deeper into this before I get in trouble for being on live stream too long. Let's see. He has the copyrights, plaintiffs, their originals. The account is associated with defendant. Defendant has exclusive access to post content on defendant's Instagram account. How does he know she has exclusive access? Maybe her business runs the account. Defendant uses the account to promote her brand as well as her financial interests, including her musical works and associated business ventures. And that's where it also gets dangerous for the celebrities. These were the same arguments with Lisa Rinna. And I think this is why it is getting more popular. See, this is why I like live reacting. I think why celebrities are getting sued more often under this specific provision of that the photographer owns the right to the photo is that more and more celebrities have their own brands that they're promoting, and it is easy for them to promote their own brand with your picture. And that is where you get into copyright infringement territory. And so I forgot about that until I just got into this. So now I'm leaning more towards Miley Cyrus. You might be in trouble here. If she used the picture to say, hey, guess what? I have a new album coming out. Look at me in this picture that the paparazzi took of me. I'm so cool. And my album is called So Cool. So check it out in stores. Something of that nature. I feel like I just did a commercial. But yeah, something of that nature, then sure. But other than that, if she's just posting the picture just to be posting the picture, I don't really see a point of suing her. On February 13, 2020, plaintiff authored a photograph of Miley Cyrus waving to onlookers as she exited a building. A copy of the photograph is attached here too. Oh, this is from 2020. I thought this was going to be from 2021. Plaintiff applied to the U.S. Copyright Office to register the photograph on or about April 11, 2020. So you registered it after the incident. Okay, does not mean that he doesn't own the copyright. He's still the owner of the copyright. The photograph was registered on April 11th. On May 10, 2020, plaintiff first observed the photograph on the account in a post dated February 13, 2020. The copy of the screen grab of the account, including the photo, is attached as Exhibit 2. A copy of the photograph was displayed on defendant's Instagram. Okay, so he's basically saying he did the registration after the post, but he did not see the post until after the registration was approved. I don't know if I believe that. We'll see. Without permission or authorization from plaintiff, defendant volitionally selected, copied, stored, and displayed plaintiff's copyright-protected photograph as set forth in Exhibit 1. Upon information and belief, the photograph was copied, stored, and displayed without a license or permission, violating his copyright rights. The infringement includes uniform resource locator for a fixed tangible medium of expression that was sufficiently permanent or stable to permit it to be communicated for a period of more than a transitionary duration. therefore constitutes specific infringement. The infringement is an exact copy of the entirety of plaintiff's original image that was directly displayed by the defendant on the account. Upon information and belief, defendant takes an active and pervasive role in the content posted on her account, including but not limited to copying, posting, selecting, commenting, and or displaying images, including but not limited to plaintiff's photographs. Possibly, but I feel like a lot of celebrities don't do their own content. They're there to pose for it, but I think that a lot of celebrities have content people, PR people that do their social media accounts. So I don't know if I all the way agree with that. But she probably has the final say so. If she doesn't like something, she can take it down. The photographs was willfully and volitionally posted to the account by defendant. Defendant engaged in the infringement knowingly and in violation of the applicable United States copyright law. He's basically just pleading the elements of the case. Defendant has the legal right and ability to control and limit infringing activity on her account. That one I would agree with. She probably can tell her publicist to take something down if she doesn't agree with it, and or have the right and ability to exercise such right. Defendant monitors the content on her account. How are you going to prove that? Defendant I guess because she has the right to take it down. A defendant has received a financial benefit directly attributable to the infringement. How is that? Well, guess we'll find out in the lawsuit. The infringement increased. Okay, there we go. The infringement increased traffic to the account and in turn caused defendant to realize an increase in the revenue generated via the sale of defendant's musical work and via her various associated business partnerships and ventures. And we're going to go over what she actually included in the post because he's attributing that to his picture. A large number of people have viewed the unlawful copies of the photograph on the account. And the question would also be, would those people have still came to her account? Would they have still bought the album and all of those things if she put it in association with that album, regardless of whether she used that picture or used a different picture or used, no picture at all? Would she have still gotten the same amount of money? Questions that need answers. Defendant's Instagram account has an immense presence on the social media platform with over 169 million followers who interact with the account. The expansive scope of the dissemination of plaintiff's photograph via the account only credits the notion that defendant's impermissible use has crippled, if not destroyed, the potentiality of any market for the photograph by plaintiff. Dude, if you haven't sold that picture by now, you probably not... That's not nice to say, but if you haven't sold that picture, it's 2022, 2 years later. If you have not sold that picture by now, you're probably not selling it. I'm sorry. That's probably negative to say, I'm sorry, but dude, come on now. Okay. Defendants at all times had the ability to stop the reproduction and display of plaintiff's copyright material. Did you ask her to take it down? That's questions that need answers. If widespread would harm plaintiff's potential market for the photograph. Who's buying a photo of Miley Cyrus from back in 2020? I don't know. Okay. As a result of defendant's misconduct, plaintiff has been substantially harmed. First count, direct copyright infringement, that she used the photo. We're not going to read all of that. There's a lot of laws in there. Oh, that was it. Okay. 2 short complaints today. That's awesome. All right. So prayer for belief. The court that plaintiff respectfully requests judgment as follows. The court entered a judgment finding that defendant has infringed on plaintiff's right to the photograph in violation of 17 U.S.C. and an award for damages and monetary relief as follows. Finding the defendant infringed on plaintiff's copyright interest in the photograph by copying and displaying without license or consent, for an award of actual damages and disgorgement of all defendant's profits attributable to the infringement as provided by the code. Also on statutory damages against plaintiff for infringement, an order enjoining defendant from infringing use of the plaintiff's work, the cost of litigation and reasonable attorney's fees for prejudgment interest permitted by law, any other relief the court deems necessary and proper, They did not ask for punitive damages here, most likely because they won't be able to prove intention because they did not ask her. I'm assuming they did not ask her to take it down, because if they did, it would be included in this lawsuit, most likely. So let's see what the peeps are saying in the chat. All right, we have Lady Autumn Sky saying paparazzi been doing what they want in shame since Princess Diana's car accident. That's an allegation against them. Mtronic says, I have to disagree in journalism. I was an editor for 10 years for big magazines. There is an ethic that paparazzis do not have. Look at Princess Diana. Was that fair, chasing her in public for a shot? Yeah, someone else just mentioned that above you, so I think a lot of people are on the same page there. We have Lady Autumn Sky saying, and that was 25 years ago, and laws have not caught up. That's what I'm thinking, that the way that pictures were taken back then are not on the same level of what they're taking now. Is he really wanting the credit? Looks like it. He's gonna try to say her CD sales came from that particular picture and not from the fact that she's Miley Cyrus. I think that's a stretch, but we'll see what they can prove. Upside Down says, or Isabel, hello, saying hi to Bri, hello, welcome to the live stream. Oh yes, I haven't said this in a while. If you haven't hit the like button already, go ahead and hit the like button. Help us out in the algorithm. I know we're almost done, but it's nice to have little thumbs up next to my video. It makes me feel happy. Upside Down says, but couldn't Miley stand on the fact that she is her own product? Yes. That's what I said just a second ago before I read the comment. So yes, did the album sell because of that particular picture, or did the album sell because Miley Cyrus is Miley Cyrus? In any picture she would have posted, and I think evidence that his picture did not cause all of these sales is to probably have documentation of like what the record sales was for that day, documentation that other posts have done way better than that particular post. All of that algorithm or all of those metrics will be beneficial to Miley Cyrus in this instance. And that any photos are an infringement of her copyrights of her own product. You can't use Nike unless you're licensed. I think it's a little bit different with the paparazzi because they do have that copyright right, since they're the ones that took the picture. They are technically the owner of the picture, but I think that the celebrity should have more rights to their image to use that picture. If you took a picture of them, you're already making money off of them. Why are they not making money off of themselves when they are the celebrity? But I also am not against it, but I don't necessarily agree with giving celebrities free stuff because they're already rich. Like, why don't you give it to someone like me? Or, a non-celebrity that might need a little bit of help paying for something. Why are we giving Birkin bags to celebrities? It doesn't make sense. But as far as her being her own product, that would be her right to her image, which is why I said that they should be able to use their photos. But I do see where the paparazzi is coming from as to if the celebrity is using the photo to then promote their own things, like this was a photo shoot. Because when the celebrity takes a photo shoot for their product, they have to pay that photographer. And so the paparazzi is basically saying, okay, well, if you would normally pay a photographer, why are you not paying me if you're using my picture? I do understand that argument, and I don't think that's a bad argument. Biographer says, number 31, how are they measuring that there is a financial benefit? That would be the question. That they would have to show that. Let me go back to it so we can just kind of go over it again. Yeah, I think that's the one that I stopped on there too. Okay, it says, upon information and belief, defendant has received a financial benefit directly attributable to the infringement. And that's what Upside Down was saying, and that's what I was saying. How are they going to tie that the sales went because of that picture and not the fact that she's Miley Cyrus? I'm leaning more towards the fact that she's Miley Cyrus, but Miley Cyrus can give us information, metrics from her account and things like that to show that that picture did not get her more sales or did not cause her to get sales. And it was more of who she is. Jasby says, LOL. Biography says, how many more followers did she get from the photo? And was she going to get those followers regardless? I think that is also a question that needs answer, which will be hard to prove. I'm guessing it is nominal, if at all, because she probably gains thousands of followers, if not millions of followers, maybe not millions, but thousands of followers a day. She probably gains just for simply being Miley Cyrus, not because of this particular photo that I'm going to show you guys in a second. Cordoba says, that's why he's suing. He isn't selling anything. Yeah, if you haven't sold that picture by 2020, since 2020, April 2020, it might be time to let it go. Maybe try again in a couple of years. And maybe it's the Streisand effect. Am I saying that right? I learned that on YouTube, where no one's really paying attention to you. And so he's hoping that if he brings this lawsuit, then people will start paying attention to him, and then he will get more sales, and then people will want to buy the photo for him. That could be a strategy as well. Just do upside down says he's posting benefits come in different forms. Yes, he could be getting benefits from filing this lawsuit. Upside down says you can't use a product that isn't yours to advertise. Exactly, that is true. Julia is cracking up with Whitney. Lady Autumn Sky says, young sweet summer child, I forget how truly young you are. You have no idea the drama of it all when that happened. If we're talking about Princess Diana, no, agree. 25, no, not at all. 25 years ago, I was probably barely talking. Giving hints to my true age. Yeah, 25 years ago, I was probably barely talking. I was alive. Okay. Upside down says agreed. Julia says to Lady Autumn Sky says, I'm in my early 30s, and I remember it as one of the earlier big events I remember, and I'm pretty sure Bri is in her 20s, so yeah, you're right. I'm in my 20s still. Ooh. I wonder, I might do a birthday stream, and I might finally release my age. I just don't want people to think I'm not as qualified because of my age, so that's the only reason why I haven't said it before. Skeezy says the question I have is, how did the photo get out into the wild in the first place? He probably posted. Or maybe somebody licensed it to Miley Cyrus. Who knows? I have no idea. They haven't said. Skeezy says, now if Miley bought the image without disclosing it would be used as promotional material, then we get into mechanical rights. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't know because he didn't file for the copyright until, or did he say it didn't register until April? Let me see. Where was that at? He authored the photograph. Okay, he took the picture on February 13th. He applied to register the photograph on or about April 11th. So he waited 2 months to register the photograph. It was registered on the same day. Geez, their processing was fast back then. And then on May 10th, he found a post from February 13, 2021. So he took the picture on the 13th and Miley posted it on the 13th. So maybe whoever notified him that she was in the location sent her the picture. I don't know. I really don't know. How would she get that picture? Because she got it on the same day. Because he authored it on the 13th and she posted it on the 13th. Questions that need answers. Julia says, Bri, will you scroll down to show us the photo? Yes, actually, yes. Thank you for reminding me that. It's on a different page, actually. Okay, here we go. This is the photo that he's talking about. You guys see that good? So that's the photo. Louis Vuitton pants. Okay, rich girl. Yep, so this is the photo that he is talking about. Looks like she stopped to take the picture. So maybe he's saying he just caught her at the perfect time. And then we have this of the screen grab. It says, it doesn't look like she even has a comment. So how is she promoting anything? It's not showing her comment. Maybe I have to go to the actual post to see if she has a comment, but I'm not scrolling all the way to 2020 on that. It has 1 million likes. We could probably do our own little assessment on our own if we can go back and see how many likes. Yeah, let me close this so I don't expose none of my stuff. Let's see. I said I wasn't about to scroll all the way back, and now I'm about to do it. Because, look, I'm nosy. I'm like the other girl in the case. What was her name? I'm not a nosy hoe, but I'm nosy. Here we go. What's her name? Miley Cyrus. Okay, let's go to Miley Cyrus. Let's go to all the way to 2020. He's sorted by the date. Let's see if it's still up. She probably posts like every day. This is probably going to take forever, honestly. Let me see where this is. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to make it. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find it now. 2021. I think it's going to take too long to get to. We got to load and all the things. And I'm just trying to see how many likes she was getting around that time of 2020, February of 2020, to see if this photo really brought attention. But from what I can see, she didn't really promote anything unless the comment just wasn't showing. But normally it would show for something like that. That's February of 2021. Why did you post so much in 2021 and not so much in 2022? Her Instagram page is wild. I did not know this was her Instagram page. It's a lot of vulgar pictures here. I did not know this was Miley Cyrus persona at this point. Okay, we're in October 2020, so we're getting closer. Let's see what kind of likes she was getting back then to see if he really brought attention to her. Okay. This is April 2020. She had 4 million likes. Let's see if we can get closer. Oh, don't tell me she doesn't even have pictures on here during that time. Okay, there she goes. Okay, right here. Okay, let's go. Here, we can share it now. Okay, so this is the post. She didn't put a comment. So how could he say she was selling anything with it? How can he say she was selling anything? There's no comment from Miley Cyrus. Yeah, I was trying to see if it will let me search a comment, but there's no comment there. She has a photo, or this is a video, 5 million views. That's a video. 1,126,000 likes just a couple of days before, and that was more likes than his photo within like a week of each other. This one also looks like a paparazzi photo, to tell you the truth. This one was a little bit under 1 million. So I guess he could say it was like a median of what she usually gets. I'm going back to see if there was a comment here. Yeah, no, I don't see a comment. I don't see her promoting anything. So this one actually tags people shot by this person. Maybe he was jealous. Let me not say that. Maybe he felt some type of way because she tagged this person. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go back to the actual photo. No comment, 1 million likes. Doesn't seem abnormal for her to get 1 million likes. I don't see her selling anything. The picture next to this one, she is selling something. So maybe that was the problem. So he also wanted credit because the one next to it, it says shot by a certain photographer. So maybe that's why. Julia says, but the picture also hasn't sold because it's out there. Right, exactly. So who's gonna buy it? They can just copy it off of her page at this point. And maybe that's what he's suing about. People could just copy it now. Mtronic says Miley is an A++ celeb. She doesn't need anyone or anything to sell her records. This is true. Especially one photo some paparazzi took of her. Might be a branding case where the celeb making a case that they are the brand. Yes, exactly. That's what Upside Down brought up earlier. That she is her brand. She is her image. You took it of her, and people were gonna like the picture regardless. Faye says, "Where can I find this picture? I'm curious now. We are here showing you the pictures." Julia says that was Julia decided to try to post the chorus of Party in the USA emoji. Oh, that's what it was. I had no idea. I was like, oh, they're having a party in the comments. Okay, Silver Gypsy says, y'all are youngsters. I'm 70. Well, you're hanging out with the young folks. See, everybody can enjoy the same things. You don't have to be the same age or from the same background or anything. You can enjoy the same things. Okay. Upside Down says, people have taken photographs of my work and used it on their website. I had to take them to court for fraud and infringement, then drag my clients in as a witness, and I won. Yeah, that's more appropriate. You're a small, I guess the paparazzi is probably like they're a small paparazzi person, so maybe they're under the same impression. But, you know, if you're taking a picture of your product and you're taking a picture of Miley Cyrus, who is her own product, I don't know if you have a more sympathetic, better case to me than this paparazzi person does. Biographer says that photo is not so unique for a Miley Cyrus photo, but it would cause a stir and be a big deal. Yeah, but look, the pictures next to it are also look like paparazzi photo. Well, at least the two of them next to it. Maybe she did hire someone for these particular photos. Not for that one, but for this photo, maybe she did hire someone for this, but it does look more casual, kind of like this one, right? And those are like right next to each other. This one too, right next to each other. And she didn't tag anyone in this one either. Maybe her friend took the picture. So she has several walk-in photos coming out of places all within the same time span, all by doors. So I would have to agree with you that they don't seem that unique. Okay, going back to the photo. And then I'm almost done here. All right. So Mtronic says she's not. It's like the most boring photo of her. Would you even know that's her? He's confused and greedy, and he thinks she made money off of that boring shot. Yeah, I don't think he said, oh, that picture made Miley Cyrus account. Miley Cyrus has been famous for a very long time. I don't think that picture made her more. I mean, it may be some attention, but I'm sure she gains thousands of followers a day. And that picture is not what made her have 169 million followers. Upside Down says magazines had to get permission to use my work product for their articles. New York Spaces needed to release sign. That makes sense. Mtronic says there is no way that photo would do anything special for her. She's crazy notorious for controversy. Yeah, that's what I saw when I was scrolling through her Instagram account. Like, I had no idea this is what her Instagram account looked like. It was very, showing off the body. And I was not expecting that. She's crazy notorious for her controversy. Yes, it's ridiculous that he's claiming she was a rock star. Even then, yes, she was a rock star. I don't know if this photo would have set her any more above what she already was. After that time, let me go back because there's some risque stuff on there. She was just posting like random. She's kind of posting like Hannah Montana clips, and then just random reels, and still getting 1 million views on it. So that's also the video. Let me see. Oh, that one's a little less. But yeah, she just kind of started posting her t-shirts or whatever it is. Yes. Okay, let's go back. Tronic says she was selling Louis Vuitton and they aren't suing her. That could be enough, right? If he's suing for that, she's wearing Louis Vuitton. But usually they would pay her instead of her paying them. Biographer says the photographer only got 1,195 likes on the photo. He used Miley Cyrus so that he would get views. So he was trying to benefit from her image. 1,195 is not a lot considering her following, and she got 1 million likes. And when did he post his? Was that also in 2022 or 2020? I'm trying to say she has a publicist. Yeah, I'm sure, definitely sure she does. Faith says, thanks for your time, Bri. This is my first time chatting in here. You have a great community. Look forward to the next one. Awesome. Nice. I'm happy we had a first time chatter today. All right. Thank you for joining in the live stream. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Julia says, keep in mind, lockdown happened after that photo. That's why it probably seems odd. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still showing her weird. Yeah, this was probably during lockdown. You're so right. Upside Down says the only thing the celebs have going for them generally is strong public dislike of paparazzi and their tactics. I would agree with you there. I think there's arguments on both sides about like who should have the rights to these pictures. Should it be the celebrity? Should it be the paparazzi? To what extent can the paparazzi sell their own photo to the celebrity? Does the celebrity only need to tag them? What are the requirements for these things? Now, for him to say that his picture made her more popular and her album sold, she didn't say anything about the album. She didn't say anything in the post. So I'm finding that or my opinion is that it's going to be hard for him to prove that she actually was using this for a commercial purpose. Her Instagram, I did not see her selling anything. I see her selling something in the next picture with a photographer that she used, or the photo before. It seems more of like an aesthetic thing, though, that she's selling, not necessarily selling things. So this one looks like she's actually selling something with Lil Nas X. Tom Ford, fashion runs in our family. Lil Nas X, Trace Cyrus. So Tom Ford, maybe, but she probably got paid for that post. He didn't pay her for the post. Probably not. Yeah, so I guess she's not selling anything in either one of these pictures, but I thought she was. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah, Park Ave, Emery with Marc Jacobs. So yeah, she's selling something here, Marc Jacobs, and then the photographer that took the picture. So of course it would make sense for her to tag them. But she wasn't selling anything in the picture that he took. So yes. That's my thing. I think that there are arguments on both sides for sure, but I'm leaning more towards Miley Cyrus on this one because I don't see that she was using it as a commercial use. I understand that she makes money on her Instagram, but I don't know if you can necessarily prove that to be infringement and commercial use. And if it led to more people buying her album, highly doubt it. It's a cute picture, but is it making Miley Cyrus Miley Cyrus? I couldn't say that it's making Miley Cyrus Miley Cyrus. She actually looks a lot more innocent and different from her normal vibe in there. So she might have gotten less likes. I don't know. They will have to come out with the metrics with that. And then what her metrics are after. Because once she starts posting again more after the pandemic, it looks like she's getting 2 million likes instead of 1 million. So those are things that will need to be addressed in it. I wonder if it's just going to drop if he's just trying to get some attention here. But I don't know. I don't think it's a good case, but we'll see as it moves forward. And if the rules for these type of situations, because a lot of celebrities are using their Instagram accounts to make money, is automatically posting a picture of themselves considered commercial use? I don't know. I don't think so. If they're obviously selling something like she is in that Marc Jacobs one, then sure. But if she's not even saying anything, I don't think so. I don't think they have it. But anyways, that was all for tonight. Definitely was not intending for the stream to be that long, but thank you guys for bearing with me, sticking with me here live. Thank you for everyone who supported the channel with super chats and super stickers. I always appreciate it. Thank you to all the members that support the chat by tuning in live and donating to the channel on a monthly basis. And thank you to all the viewers who have sat here and listened to me rant for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I appreciate all of you. If you guys have not hit the like button by now, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button to help us out in the algorithm. Help us get more friends. We had a lot more friends in here today, so we're doing good. We're doing good with hitting the like button and getting the channel recognized by other people. So again, thank you everyone that joined in this live stream, and I will see you on Thursday with some new drama going on in the celebrity lawsuit. So I will see you then. Bye.